Question 22 is a BCR. Remember, there are only multiple choice questions on the Algebra HSA now, but the skills in this question could easily be rewritten into a multiple choice question. 19 families live in a small town. The income for each family is listed in the table below. Complete the following in the answer book. What are the median and mean family incomes for this small town? Should the mean or median be used to describe the typical family income in this small town? Use mathematics to justify your answer. If each family's income is increased by $1,000, Allison believes the mean family income will increase more than the median family income. Do you agree with Allison? Use mathematics to justify your answer. The first thing we want to notice about our data is that it's grouped data. Remember, grouped data means our data is in a frequency table. Okay? So what that means is we have 5 families who have an income of $35,000. So if we were to write out our data, we would have to write out 35,000, 5 times. That takes a long time, so we are definitely not doing that. What we're going to do is pick up our calculator and use the fact that it's grouped. So X is our income, and we're going to type that into L1. Number of families is the frequency of each income, and we're going to type that into L2. Okay, remember, to get to our table, we go to Stat Edit. If you already have some data entered in your calculator, you're going to press Clear and Enter to clear out any data. And then we're going to type in our data. Once we have our data typed in, we're going to go to Stat, Calc, and we're going to pick number 1 var stats. Now, because we have a frequency table, we're not just going to press Enter. We need to tell our calculator that the X values are in L1 and the frequency values are in L2. So we're going to go to Stat, Calc, and press Enter 1 time. And you can see on the screen it says 1 var stats. Then to get L1, we're going to press second 1, and then the comma is above the 7, second number 2, and that'll pop up L2. Now this tells our calculator that the data we have entered is not raw data, but group data. It's not just a list of numbers, it's data in a frequency table. And we're going to press Enter. That first number we see, the little X with the bar over it, that's our average. That's our mean. So we're going to write down that we have a mean. And because it's money, we'll round to the nearest penny. $0.95. Okay. And to get our median, we're just going to scroll down. There it is. Our median is $40,000. Okay. So that's the first bullet point. The second bullet point says, should we use the mean or the median to describe the typical family income? Use mathematics to justify your answer. When we look carefully at the table, we notice that of our 19 families, 18 of them have incomes between $35,000 and $50,000. There's one person who has a much higher, or one family that has a much higher income. We call this point an outlier because it's much, much higher, or it could be much, much lower, but in this situation it's much, much higher than all of our other data points. So this was our first bullet point. So the answer for our second bullet point is going to be that the median is a better number to describe the typical family income. And the reason for this back. This is because the one family with an income of $320,000 is inflating, we'll say, the average. I'm sure you might have had a situation where you had one outlier that inflated an average in a class you had. Like maybe you failed one test and it really brought your grade down, or maybe you had all B's and but one A and that, might have brought your grade up a little bit. That one number is skewing the mean. That's why the mean is so high. If we look at our mean, it's 56,000. We only have one person, one family who has an income that's at least 56,000. 19 of our families are lower than this amount, so this mean is not a good representation. We could say that also. We could also say that the median is a better income because there are 5 families who have it. It's kind of in the middle. Okay, so it says the third bullet point, that one, says if each family's income increases by $1,000, Allison believes the mean family income will increase more than the median. Do you agree with Allison? Well, the first thing we're going to need to do to figure out whether we agree with Allison or not is recalculate our mean and median. And it's not going to be as hard as we think because we already have the data in the calculator. All we have to do is increase all the values in L1 by $1,000. So 35,000 becomes 36,000. 41,000, 46,000, 51,000, and 321,000. And then we're going to go back to stat, calc, 1 var stats, second L1, comma, second L2. Enter. Okay, and we can see, if we compare, the mean was 56,000. Now it's exactly 1,000 more. So the average is exactly 1,000 higher. The median is also exactly 1,000 higher. So, do you agree or disagree? Well, I disagree. Allison is wrong. I recalculated the mean and median on my calculator, and they both went up by exactly $1,000.